Hey goalies, Brian Robinson here from Stop It Goaltending in Harvard University, here with this week's goalie systems. And this week we're going to be going over behind the net coverage, some techniques and some tips to hopefully help you guys get a little bit better with your behind the net coverage. In this clip, we're going to be taking a look at Mitch Gibson of the Harvard Crimson and Washington Capitals prospect. What I really like what Mitch does here is he does a great job of just reading the play, keeping things simple, not resorting to his knees or his RVH unnecessarily. So we are going to see a righty going behind the net with a player on him. He does have some speed. He is on his forehand, but what I really like what Gibby recognizes here is just the distance from that player to the net. So we're going to see right before Gibby turns his head, he starts to widen out a little bit. He starts to reach with his right leg. You're going to see it kind of extends a little bit. And that also creates a little hole over his left shoulder so he can utilize that window to be able to have eyes on the puck. Gibby does a pretty good job here waiting till that player's almost halfway behind the net before he turns his head. And again, he's doing a good job of recognizing that the player's not exactly a threat for wraparound, even though he is on his forehand. He has that puck almost up against the kick plate. Gibby does a great job of reading that and just moves post to post from his feet. So we don't even see a shot attempt or a pass attempt here. But from a habit standpoint, I really like this play. Again, he does a good job of reading how far the player is away from the net. He recognizes that he's not a threat to the net or for a jam or wraparound play. And he just simply moves post to post on his feet, utilizes his window first, then he turns his head second. And you see him shuffle over post to post instead of sliding or unnecessarily using a T-push in that situation. In this clip, we're going to take a look at a harmless play. Obviously, his own team has the puck behind the net, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. I can't stand seeing goalies when their own teammates, their D are going D to D behind the net. There's no one there going down on their knees, using the RVH, post to post on their knees. Guys, just be smart. I like to believe I have a pretty common sense approach to the position. And to me, this is just common sense in a nutshell. Gibby's doing a good job of reading that there's no Northeastern guy behind the net. His own player has the puck. This is where some goalies might get a little lackadaisical, might start to rest, stand up straight, look over the net. There is a time and a place for that. But for me, if there's any sort of pressure, any chance that a player could make a mistake, turn it over, cough up the puck, we want to be a little bit more ready, meaning being wider in our stance, being lower, basically being in a more athletic stance. So you're going to see, even though his own team has the puck, Gibby's playing this as if it's the other team with the puck, which I don't necessarily have an issue with here. So we're going to see, again, he releases off that post to create that window over his right shoulder, and then he waits till the play he knows that play is coming out to his glove side, and then just good habits, good details. You're going to see as Gibby comes into his glove side post, there's almost nothing here. Again, I like my goalies to be automatic, to be consistent with everything they do. Because good habits, that way when we're in the game, your good habits, you're going to be doing these things without even thinking about them, which is ultimately going to help you guys be better goaltenders. So again, we're going to see that gloves down next to his knee, which in my opinion, when the puck's behind the net, that's what we want to do to make sure there's no hole there to get banked off of our knee between our strong side pad and the post. The other thing you're going to notice, Gibby's a big blade over guy, which I'm a big fan of as well. Just helps cuts off passes, allows you to poke check if needed, and all that good stuff.